Hello, everybody, or anyone, as I tend to say. I am here to open up. My addiction seems to have hit a fever pitch, or my craziness, would you say. I am today going to open up a Series 5. I have never opened up any packs at all from Series 5. I've got lucky enough to have a couple of boxes here, of course. And I'm just trying to pick, like I did. I chose wisely, I feel, with my Series 4 box, which one to keep for a long time and which one to actually open and be able to look and collect and send in for grades. I would, feel like I'm lucky enough to kind of have a little of both. So I have chosen, I think, this box to open. It seems to be a little lighter in color. This seems to be a little bit richer. The box is not quite as good as this one, so I'm going to open this one over here to the left. I'm going to put this one in my for safekeeping. My new display boxes. I just posted a quick video on these display boxes, and I just love the idea of keeping these nice and together. So I will slide that in there, and I will put in the backing here from PR Displays is where that was from, but that fits in there nice and snug, and put it away. Hopefully I don't knock anything over, right? But let's go ahead and get into it, because there's plenty of time. I'm going to go ahead and call a spade, and I know that this video is going to probably be about an hour, but I'm going to get into it. The BBCE sealed, just peace of mind to know that the box that I'm opening is verified in some way. Once again, whether it's 1,000%, it just gives me peace of mind that I know I feel like somebody else has looked at it and vouching for the fact that this is a solid box of cards. So here it is, the big reveal. Let's see, what do we got inside here? Oh yeah, I've seen these before. Oh, that little guy has a tear in the bag. But these are good to go. Let's just hope that the contents are nice. Let's see if I can get a good kind of shot for the old thumbnail, it appears. But those are nice. Love the X-Wing on here. This one seems to be much more heavy as I look through this book of kind of talking about all the series. It seems to be much more heavy in the production and the kind of the behind the scenes as they, make the making of it, right? Since it was the last of the series, they were really focusing on, kind of the making of. So let's go ahead and get these out. Oh yeah, this box is kind of been through it. I think I chose wisely on which one to keep so far and which one to kind of open up. So let's pull these out. I am just loving going into these and seeing what they have in store. So I'll put this box aside. I've got my little iPad over here too, that I can kind of scroll around, and I've got it queued up for card 265 is the beginning of the 5th series, and with each series being, I'm going to cue it, actually just zoom it in a little bit here for the first couple of packs, or for the beginning of these. All right, let's see what we've got. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and deal with the fact that it'll be about an hour to go through these, enjoying them along the way. As you know, you have the luxury of scrubbing through and you know, zipping on through. So if you get bored, I apologize, but you can just kind of search on forward. All right, here's the wax. See, I'm just going to keep these all together. I don't need to separate them, I don't think, anymore, just because of the fact that I know how to get the wax off. A little bit of hot breath, a little bit of hot breath, and a nice soft cloth, and staying off those edges seems to do the trick. Cool. I mean, that's a good-looking card there. I guess I might as well just start ahead in putting aside the ones that I feel are nicely centered and have no corner issues. But Luke the Star Warrior, put that over here. Kind of the good ones over there. Any interesting ones on the far left? All right, X-Wing's positioned for the cameras. That's cool. It's a nice, really nice so far. We got a misprint over here. We got a big yellow bar. That's a good looking card too. A little bit of issue over there on the left. What do we got here? Oh, this is a neat one. Oh man, look at that yellow print bar at the top. Got a little bit extra. Got a little extra card. Or a little bit low, rather. R2-D2 is abducted by Jawas. Okay. And we've got Greedo getting worked on by the master himself. Not worked on, who knows what that is. Oh yeah, he's positioning the gun in his hand. Interesting. I'll put the stickers aside. Okay, look at that. Deja vu already. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and start routine putting these over here. I am trying to learn, right? We are all people who try to, I'd like to think everybody tries to get better. I'm paying attention to what my nasty fingers seem to look like in some of my previous videos. And so I'm doing better at the cuticles and stuff like that. Anyway, TMI, but also my P's popping and stuff like that for the sound. So hopefully I'm gonna be growing and getting a little better in regards to all the details of these videos. But here, 325. I've made a few notes on some of the pop reports for these cards, and there are a lot of sub 10 numbers of 10s, if you know what I'm saying, as far as PSA 10s. A lot in this series, and much like some of the comments of Ryan Glavka, seems to be very knowledgeable in a lot of the details. But these orange, I guess these orange borders, that's a good looking guy. These orange borders seem to show a lot of issues, and like these splotches right here. A guy named The Protagonist on YouTube has nicely commented and given me some details on that, and he's saying that those print splotches cause issues as far as the PSA graders. So that's always good to know too. Those are questions that I've asked on the videos, and a few of you were nice enough to actually watch and listen, and I'm loving it. Now that is just so nicely centered, but it's got that. I kind of want to go ahead and send in one of these too. I mean, maybe I've said that before, but I really want to send in one of those and send in one that looks as good as possible from a front side view. And with the only issue being the fact that it's got that major gum mark on the back. You know, what is that? It's got a corner issue on that Jawas. I love this. I've always been intrigued by that robot in the sand crawler of the Jawas traveling machine, but you can see that that corner right there has got some damage. There's only a couple of Vader cards in this series, it seems, as I flipped through that book that I showed you a while ago. And he's not even a major, focal point of it. All right, friendly chat among alien friends. Card 293. Card 293 is a pop report of 5 tens. So there's only 5 number 10s, PSA 10s. Forgive me as I fumfer around with the correct words. I don't think that's going to get a 10, but I've got my eye out on some of these guys. Now that is centered beautifully. So centering looks wonderful. Now I'm just going to go around here and take a look at, surface looks pretty fantastic as well on this one. To me, maybe a little issue on that. Is there a little bit of a bump on that? Yeah, there's a little something going in the upper right corner. And then the centering is not that bad. And then that's another focal point as far as the back centering. Ryan was talking about how he thinks that that the centering on the back does not play that big of an issue as far as tens. Obviously the front, everybody wants to look at the front. It's got the glossy, got a little nipple right there. It's got the glossy front. That's what everybody looks at. There's no doubt. But the back is important as well. Look at that cool eye from one of those Cantina creatures. A touch-up for Chewie. There's the touch-up for Chewie sticker version. There is one card out there, number 283, that has 0 tens in this Series 5. It is card 283. Here's 281. 281 has 4 PSA 10s. I can see a little bit of a corner issue up there. Cool card though. Monstrous. Reminds me of a fly with the eyes and the little kind of sucker mouth it looks like on that guy. What do we got? Filming the Sandcrawler. Okay, some behind the scenes. You got the camera here. You got Obi-Wan and Luke and the whole crew. That looks neat. Here's everybody with their models. I love watching some of these really well-produced Disney Plus behind the scenes. Here's another one of those misprints with the yellow line. Here's a little bit of a notch here, but how cool is that effect? You know what I mean? Just love that kind of thing. All right, so this one starts off nice. It's a little bit of a corner problem. A little bit of a corner down the bottom left as well. What do we got here? A little bit of a corner issue as well. 316. What is, just curious. I just wonder, these ones that aren't that amazing. Yeah, that one has a pop report. As I look over here on my iPad, this has a pop report of 29. It might be the biggest number of PSA 10s. How funny. I wouldn't think that many people would even try to send that in. Okay, here we go. Another friendly chat among alien friends. This is 293. 293, I don't see it. I kind of wrote down, I cheat coded a bunch of the ones that are 4 or less as far as PSA 10s. This did not make that list, but little waxy buildup. Got a little corner problem. Okay, here we go. Come on. Some of these have just kind of like a little bit of a corner issue. Upper right. I mean, obviously I'm I feel like I'm getting a little bit better of an eye on some of these as far as what would maybe get me a 10 or a 9 at least. Oh yeah, look at that, like right there, boom, big nipple. Or pimple, we'll call it. That might be a little more appropriate. All right, what is that? Inside the Millennium Falcon. You can see I love that. It's total just, you know, outside the world of the Millennium Falcon. Here's a cool card, 266. That's the second one in the series, and it has one. This one right here has one PSA 10, and this is not gonna get it either because of that yellow on the edge. You could probably also see, you know, if I hold this straight to the camera, how that is, you know, tilted a little bit too. So that might get a little bit of a knockdown as well. All right, here's another yellow kind of off-center guy, but that's a cool, using the blue screen process for X-Wings. And here's this in a sticker version with the blemish on the back. Okay. Still looking for the 277 Jack Pierce was talking about. He was saying in my comments to keep an eye out for 277. It's one of those, and I had remember here. Look at all these yellowed, these sides with the yellow bar. It's okay. Oh, here it is. Here's 277. So it's a little off center. Any other major problems? No. It is. Oh, the centering is pretty good in the back. Once again, whether that totally matters or not, but it's not bad. I don't know. By my naked eye, that's looking. The only problem is it's slightly to the left. But that's a cool card. It's probably gonna get I'd like to think it'd get a 9, maybe. Constructing the Star Destroyer. This one's centered nicely. 294. Card 294. That's looking nice. I have to say it's centered well. The back is nondescript as far as centering. The front looks good. What is that one? 294. 294 has a pop report of 22. So, but that is well centered. And okay, it's got a little bit of a ding on the top right. Here's this card with the yellow bar on it. Various droids collected by the Jawas. And then here's another aboard the Millennium Falcon. 323. There's only 3 PSA 10s. 3 PSA 10s of this one. Cool sticker of ya boy Chewie. All right. Oh, I love this. I do have a replica of this in my boy's room of the blaster, the Rebel blaster. It's really cool, really heavy, well made. It's a cool scene. They're just waiting for Vader to bust in. There's George Lucas and Sir Alec Guinness with a nice yellow bar on the side. Guarding the, so look at that, is another one. I'm almost getting 2 per pack. Maybe this is a poorly centered box. We'll hope. Here we go, 286. 286. That's a cool one with those, the Cantina denizens. I don't know what that means, like citizens, citizens, if that's a play on that. That's really nice. That card doesn't have many issues. I mean, slightly to the left. Here we go. Distracted by Solo's Assault. This is a cool card. Look at the color difference. That's Pretty nice. I'm gonna have to put that on that side. That's a cool looking card. Here we go. Chewie takes a breather between scenes. Goodness gracious. I can see the next card and the fact that it's Luke and it's got the yellow bar on it. That's a good looking card though, the Chewie one. What's 324? 324 has 17 tens. It's got a little bit of an issue right there at the top. It's not gonna make my my little stack of perfection. Doggone it. It's a good looking card. It's just for the yellow bar. I'm wondering what the yellow bar does. Proves it's not perfectly centered, I think. It puts that to rest, the notion that it's perfectly centered. If you do we have a couple more, or is it just one this pack? Just one. All right. Cool card, little cattywampus. Here we go. Spiffed up for the awards ceremony. Here we go. The Cantina Musicians 283. 283 has 0 tens. This is the one, and I think I can see what the problem is because this card, you know, you can just see how it's black, it's mostly dark. That's what's causing most of the issues. I've got some splotches in here. It would have taken a really clean print head to get it, and this one's off center, and you've got a back to deal with. Lots of things that come into play for that card. Okay. This is cool. Here's one with Vader in it. Lord Vader senses the Force. Okay. I'd love to get one of these that's all centered up and looking pretty. Okay, so I like my future. The future is that it doesn't have a back. It does have a line down here where they can tell whether things were lined perfectly or not. But I've got my eye out for 291. What is 291's PSA report? 291 has 28. That is a lot. Okay. Shooting in Tunisia. This is a well-placed card. Well, that is a good-looking card. It's not on my pop report. Love that sticker. Okay, this is a cool-looking card. Come on, baby. So far, so good. Does it have a back? Okay, I like this. What is that, 276? Is that on the... No, it's not on the list of 4 or less PSA 10s. But none of these, I think, you know, with the list of... I don't even know if any of these have 30. Let's see, there's a 28, number 290. Yeah, the one we just looked at, the Lord Vader card, that has 28 PSA 10s. That is not a lot. All right. Oh, cool. Look at that. He just got blasted. And he is flying up. Got a corner issue top left. The narrow or a narrow escape. Another corner issue up here. Here's another Chewie. That's a different Chewie. A little more centered up. It's got a corner. It's got a couple of corner problemos. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, David Prowse and Sir Alec Guinness practicing. Yellow bar on the side. Here we go, Luke and Leia. Leia wishes Luke good luck. You know, we're looking at a bevy of 8s in here, you know what I mean? Stormtroopers assemble. Okay, cool card. No nonsense privateer Han Solo. Okay, you know, well cornered. It is a little off, but you know, I really think that's got major 9 potential. Wonder if I'll get any packs that are upside down, like my like the last one in Series 4. I got some packs. I also noticed that Pockets Full of Wax, another guy who got lucky as heck with his Series 1, I think. I mean, I've opened a few Series 1s, and I had one decent pack, but none of them were. It seemed like every one that guy, who's Pockets Full of Wax is his name, but he is a nice guy, seemed to get lucky, and that's fitting. He's posted a few openings, so at this point, you ought to check him out. But he got a lot of good centered Series 1 cards. A moment for Luke Skywalker. I was absolutely jealous. Okay, a little off center. Here we go. Sir Alec Guinness. All right. I like this one. 268. Is this low? No, it's not excessively low on the 10 pop report. But I like it. I like that card a lot. Okay, amazing, or animating the chessboard creatures. This is so cool how I mean, that guy, forget his name, but he is just talked all about how he was a practical effects guy and he was a master at the claymation stuff. And during Return of the Jedi, when he was doing the Rancor, that was kind of the real point where he realized that his job was at stake. Chewie gets riled. Corner problem. Anyway, I love that behind the scenes stuff. That's got a major nick up there. Here we go. The Birth of a Droid. It's got a little bit of a nick up there as well. You know, definitely loving all the, here we go, Cantina denizens again. But let's see. Get rid of the wrapper. I will, if you don't mind, PJ, I will go ahead and send you this Series 5 box as well, right? I mean, why stop now? I have not sent the Series 4 box yet, so I will just put them both in the same container. All right. Here's another one of these, Distracted by Solo's Assault. It's cool. But what was this one on the pop report? Is there a lot of this one? 284. 7. Yeah. Here's another Chewie getting made up. Here we go. I got a chance at a Luke. It's off center a little, but at least it doesn't have the yellow bar across the top. Is there any surface problems? Once again, I'm gonna go back through these. You can probably skip to the 1 hour mark or so. I'm gonna try to pick up the pace. I see I'm at minute 28 right now. Oh, here's a Vader. Man, that print job was pretty pathetic, it seems like. Off center, 272. 272 only has 4, and it's probably because of that. All the dark print. It's like we needed to catch a box when they had a clean print head or a fresh one, because goodness gracious. All right, really, let's see if I can just go through a couple of packs fast. Let's just see if it's even possible for me. Okay. Do you think they'll melt us down, R2? Got some issues there. Oh, cool. Come on. Dang. It's off center. 291. Lord Vader senses presence. So I'll look at these again later. Got a corner problem. Come on. This is a good looking. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a top right issue. Here's another one of these guys. This looks centered pretty good. I don't see yet. That's looking nice, I have to say. It's worth putting it preemptively in that stack. Okay, here we go. This one had the yellow bar on it before. This is worth taking another look as well. I'm gonna put it in that side. Yeah, that's off center. It's a cool sticker, but okay. Here's a Prouse and Sir Alec Guinness. Okay. We have got a little off-center guy there. Stormtroopers Assemble. Okay, we got a Han, little off-center. I do love some of the comments and just straight up well wishes from Daniel Fredericks. Thank you for your positive comments, as well as Cobra Kai 84. Appreciate it. Love that y'all are enjoying it to any degree, as much as I'm enjoying going nuts on taking another hit on the drug addiction that I've seemed to have on this. Like I always try to tell my wife that, look, yeah, it seems to be pretty, oh, the Cantina musicians, okay. It's centered okay, but man, look at all that. That is why. That is simply why there are 0 tens of this card. How many? 283, I've got it on the board right now. There are 44 nines, 44 eights, and then, but just 0 tens, and that is why. It's just because of the print quality, but that's my best. It's my best of that. Gotta fire it off. See if I can make it 45 nines. You know what I mean? But, yeah, if you're gonna have addictions, let it be something that is as harmless as this. It has nothing to do with drugs and all the rest. Yes, my 3 kids, we've come to grips that because of this, they're not going to college. But as long as we've been able to stomach that pill, no. But at least I am, in my mind, putting a little bit of money into something that it is worth some money. I'm not sitting here thinking I'm going to get rich from it, but it is just a transition. Corner and top right, I need to keep these in the same direction. Flight of the Falcon, that's cool. That's cool. 320. It's not a particularly rare 10 guy. Okay, 321. We've got George Lucas. Maybe it's a little bit of a surface kind of issue or something, but I would say right now that's anyway, I don't want to waste more time on this. I will try to do, of course, the summary. I will do the summary as I scrutinize and get together which ones I am going to be sending off. That looks like a good card. Here we go. Bizarre Inhabitants off to the left. Rats. It's a beauty. Minus that, do you send it off? And I'm going to put it in that stack for the time being. Okay. Anyway, forget what I was talking about. I am a step closer since the last video, opening up the Series 4. I'm a step closer to getting my Empire Strikes Back Series 1 return. It is literally, I can see the grades. If I wanted to, I could go look at the grades, but I will not. I'm not going to make the mistake either of clicking on anything and seeing any of the grades and making me discouraged. I like that. By, once again, like the last time when I saw some 7s and 8s, and I was like, oh my goodness gracious, on those Series 3. But I always take photos on my phone of the cards that I'm sending in, just so I can remember. And I was kind of looking through them again here. 302, does that have anything? No. Of just kind of what I sent in for Empire Strikes. And there's some pretty good ones, I have to say. Maybe it's because of the photo quality, and now that I'm not up on them, I'm getting kind of excited. I would love to see a couple Empire Strikes Back Series 1 10s. I've also got some future plans here. Do go ahead and hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already. I've got on order a Empire Strikes Back Series 2. I've got a box of Return of the Jedi Series 1 coming. Okay, look at this. Come on. Come on. That looks real good right there. I'll take a second to just pause this. Does this have a back that's... I will send this in regardless. And that's actually a really nice, goodness gracious, this could really be a 10. What is it? How many of these? There's probably 400 of these. 298. 298. How many we got on 298? 298 has 11 10s. I think that's got some... I don't see any blemishes on that guy. That looks pretty good. I might have to take my chances on that guy. Might even have to sleeve that dude up. Take an extra second here. This is what killed me on that one. It's gonna take me a long time to forget. But I had that Series 2, sleeving them up, just having a good time, packaging up the things. And I absolutely nicked off some paint on the corner of a Vader and a soldier card, and I was just wanting to really freak out. But that's, I don't know, I just want to put that there for posterity reasons. It's a pretty good one. Maybe I'm making a big deal about it, but I like it. All right, now I gotta make up some time for that. Off center, little off center. Okay, that's centered nicely. Narrow escape. It's got a little bit of a kind of a deal right there. I can see it now. Here's another Chewy. Off center. I'd love an upside down pack. Can we get an upside down pack? Or did they do this one right? But I am going to, with those couple of boxes coming, I'm excited to crack into those. I still need to get an extra box of Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back Series 3. I don't know if I'm just all in love with the fact that those are like weird yellow orange kind of thing. It's just a really iridescent or kind of a gradation of color change on those cards. And for some reason, they're just real expensive. That's just the folks that have them out for sale right now. But I need to get a box of that, and then an open-upable, that's not an English word, but you know what I'm saying? A box that I want to get to open up for Return of the Jedi Series 2. And then, of course, one day, Series 1. All right. But that pack that I saw, pockets full of wax, is making me want to get just a single pack, just for the thrill of it. Okay, a little off center, and you can see that print job. I almost just want to put that aside for a sec, just to see if I can get that card again, just to see how the print quality compares. A little off to the left. Okay, that is centered perfect. Oh, that's probably terrible for the sound. I apologize if that sound was bad there. That's a good looking card. Okay. A little off center. Here's another one of these. Off center, the Cantina Musicians, 283, 0 10s. It's got a little bit of a surface issue on its own right there. I mean, just the slightest. I'm gonna put it over here for further scrutiny. Desperately trying to pick up the pace. I also love the fact, as I watch these videos, guy, Action Figure Grader, if you're a watcher of anything Star Wars and collectibles and stuff, you've probably seen Action Figure Grader's videos out there. I love that he is now getting into Star Wars cards. He has done a few videos now. I had never seen any when I was, and I've got a couple vintage action, mint on card action figures, 3 3/4 that I've graded in the acrylic, PSA AFA. But I watched those videos of his for that purpose. But I've kind of transitioned my at least current interest into the cards, and he's now getting into it, and I love it. I would love for him to get a little heavier. He sent in some other things, like some Star Wars like gaming cards or something, almost like Pokemon style things. And I'm, I know zero and don't care too much about those. Here's another Chewy. I'm getting lucky on these Chewy cards. It's got a little bit of a corner. So, and if you haven't seen his videos, Action Figure Grader, he's got a lot of loose graded figures that he has. He's got heavy into that sort of thing. He does a lot of eBay kind of results and stuff like this. That's a lot of the videos I watch. Got a yellow bar on it. This one's off center, doggone it. I have one of those that's more centered. R2-D2, that's a little off center. Here's another crucial moment for Luke. Inside the sand crawler. Ben prepares to turn off the tractor beam. Yeah, centering seems to be an issue, much like what Ryan was saying, is that these minus series 3 and then even series 1, it's that 2, 4, and 5 seem to be much tougher in the old print quality, and of course chances to get your coveted tins. More than not, we just not getting it perfectly centered. But let's see. Oh, this is good looking so far. Come on, baby, hold true. First glance, looking great. First glance, that looks real nice. And the back is just perfect for getting tins, if that's what you're after. 325, what are we looking at for 325? 13 of them. It's a decent low number. Directing the Cantina creatures, got a little bit of a yellow print on there. I love this card. This is a cool card. I love this in the sapphire. I feel like I've seen this in the Sapphire Edition stuff. This is a well-centered card. It's got a little bit of a splotch down there. See that? Might end up putting that in the send stack, but for right now, I'm gonna try to make up a little bit of time here. Okay, I'm going on 45 minutes. Quite the lengthy video. Aboard the Millennium Falcon. Friendly chat among, come on, this is looking okay. Dang, it's got a little bit of a deal right there. I wish there was a way to repair any of these slightest things, but that's got a little bit of a corner impression too. But that's a cool card, I do like that one. All right, makeup for the Bantha. A little off center. Chewy, definitely off center. And then this last one has a nice yellow bar. Okay, Sticker City. Okay, George Lucas directs the counterpart. We've got Han and the Rebel Pilots, yellow bar. Here we go. Come on, doggone it. 277 off center. The back, for what it's worth, is really nice. Man, that corner had something. Let's see. Droids make their way to the escape pod. It's a little low. We have got a little off center to the left. Yellow bar. All right. And Savage RC, I wanted to kind of apologize to you. You asked a question, I didn't seem to answer it for the longest. I just did shortly ago, but you asked, what about my setup here? It's quite the, if you could see the behind the scenes, it's quite the homegrown, non-professional setup. It's just a couple of iPhones that you probably see in camera, but otherwise I got one light from Best Buy. It's called Key Light Air, I believe. It's got a yellow bar. I'd love to get that without a yellow bar. I've got two of them, I think, with yellow bars on it. Filming the award ceremony. Oh, this is cool. I don't think I've seen this card yet. And then I got one of those. Oh, here's a Vader. Decently centered. Come on. Come on, baby. That's looking okay. I think it's got 9 potential. Absolutely. I think that print quality is pretty good on that guy too. I mean, if they were a little forgiving on the front, I got about a 2 in 100 chance of getting a 10. Hopefully a 9. We will see. But yeah, I got my son. We've got a lot of Legos, Star Wars Legos as well, and he would do some reviews. It's a great looking card too. He was doing reviews and I got him one of these big white kind of container, black box, lights inside it, kind of YouTube box on a spin table and the whole thing. He was having the biggest time. So I've kind of utilized the lights from it, not so much of course the big box and container. I don't need that pure white, just bright light, but that's what I'm using. So the guts from that, and then just couple old iPhones, my daughter's iPhone that she doesn't use anymore, that's turned into basically a paperweight. I just can't get rid of stuff. As a lot of my friends would attest to. So I kept it, and doggone it, if I'm not happy, I did keep it. Okay, look at this little chewy guy here. I feel like it's a little low. It is, but that's a cool one. Might end up putting that in the send stack. We will see. A little off center. Got a yellow bar on that dude. Guarding the Millennium Falcon. Cantina denizens. All right. I like that. That's good looking. That's great. Oh, here's another one of these. A little more off center than the other two, so I might not put this in the stack. I don't think I need to send off too many of those. I'm at 50 minutes. I have done a poor job, but I'm not gonna beat myself up. I'm just gonna keep saying that if you guys are tired of watching, that you can just scroll to the minute marker that was posted in the beginning of the video if you'd like to just go straight to the summary on what I'm sending in. But oh, this could be nice. Get a little tighter in. These corners are looking okay. I'm looking for that glare using the camera here. Right there on his like knee cap. Oh man, yeah. Doggone it. Yep. I would say it's not perfect. Off to the center. Got a yellow bar. Okay, come on. It's a pretty one so far. I look at the corners first. Corners are looking nice. The centering is perfect. The back, if there's any leeway on the back, that is not bad. You know, I don't want to even... That has a chance. Dare I say it? That's got a chance too. I want to sleeve that up. Forgive me. Forgive me. Do it gently. Man. I feel like it's not. I'll just put it here. That's not a super hyper amazing just because of that. I feel like it's got a little bit of a lack of a corner there. Here's a Vader. Ooh. Am I gonna get excited again? Centering at first glance looks pretty good. Pretty good. Now, surface. Got a little bit of a nip. A little bit of a bump there. That is definitely nineable. Man, those two were exciting. It takes a lot to get a 10. And you've sent in a bunch of cards, and then you get a bunch of stuff that comes back not as good as you think. You start to really know that it's not gonna be one. It's got a little bit of a nick up there at the top. Little off center on the right and a nick. That one's got a little bit of explosion. Here's Greedo getting tended to by George Lucas himself. Anxious moments for the rebels. Okay, another one of these. A little off center, but she is looking pretty as a princess. 325. What was 325 right here? 13 of those. I've already checked that before, I think, but directing the Cantina creatures. That looks really nice as well. Maybe a touch low, but I'm gonna have to add that to the good stack. What are we down to, our last 9? Something like that. Man. Right? I mean, once you feel like getting a little smarter, this, sometimes when I try to think, nothing happens. But then sometimes you actually start to learn some stuff, and I can really see the potential for some of these cards. Okay. Well, got a little bit of a print issue in the bottom left and top left as well, but this one finally doesn't have a yellow bar on the side. What is this one? 312. What does 312 have? I'm just curious how many people have sent that in. This has a 2. 2 PSA 10s of this guy. 2. I think this is slightly slanted. On the right side would be down, if you know what I'm saying. But this card is looking really nice. Definitely worth trying to add to the 21 9s that are out there. This one is a corner issue. Definite corner top right. Okay. Filming the Sandcrawler. Here's another crew shot. What is 311? 311 has 39. This has got to be the biggest one. This one has PSA 10s. There's 39 of these, and this isn't gonna be number 40. That's for sure. This one has a little bit of a top edge issue as well. I just really butchered that wrapper. Okay, what do we got here, baby? Various droids collected by the Jawas. It's a good looking card. Wipe off that wax. Might turn into a little, turn into a little something. A friendly chat among alien friends, slightly to the left. Here's this one again. This one seems to be always centered nicely. How many are 273? Am I just getting lucky with this, or are there a bunch of these? 273 has 4. 4 10s. Slight bottom left corner. Okay, makeup for the Bantha again. Cool. Touch up for Chewbacca. Inside the Millennium Falcon. Look at that back. I mean, goodness gracious. No points deducted for that guy. Okay, I'm not going to waste your time here. I was going to look that up, but oh, that's the first one of those I've done. Why even try to be careful anymore with this one? Let's see. A little bit of a corner problem. We've got... Oh, this is looking nice. It's looking okay. It is a little bent. Look at that. See that right there? Right on George Lucas's hairline. We'll take a look at it later. But nothing that a slab won't fit. Oh, no. It seems like the whole pack has that. Here's the old 277, too. Yeah, it's got all kinds of issues now because of that bend in the top left. It's off to the left. It even looks a little slanted. This whole pack has been kind of bent. All right, 6 packs left. You've made it almost through, everybody. Then I will wrap it up. Okay, here's some more of your big Cro-Magnon monster noggins. Wow, this, oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, all the rest of these aren't having that same kind of issue, but look at that bend. I wonder. Maybe I can just, sit these on something. That's a little off center anyway. Okay, off center is another Vader shot, and man, look at that print quality. It almost looks like there's a spirit over his head, or he's smoking, and you know that's his exhaust. But that print quality is terrible. That's a PSA 10 of a 4. Top has a little nick as well. Filming Luke and 3PO in Tunisia. Got a little bit of a nick up there. This guy's a little off to the right. Uh-oh. I'm starting to look at that. Do all these have that? Let's just hope that's the only thing that maybe... Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. Look at that bend. Oh, this was absolutely... That's just horrific. You know what I mean? I really wonder if, you know, just some heat or something. If everybody's freaking out me bending them like this, so am I. But goodness gracious, I wonder what that, you know, if that's even fixable, right? There's nothing wrong with the corners, or I'm not making creases or anything. With that taken out of the account, that would be off center anyway. Like they're not even sitting on the stack nicely. Luckily, I had 3/4 of the box that was not bent all to heck. Off center anyway. Kind of find myself strangely rooting that these aren't perfect cards in that way. My gosh, I'm gonna have to do some serious experiments on how to get rid of the bend. Get rid of the bends, denizens. Look, I might have to call upon old Ryan or any of the other guys. You know, Jack, or I mean, if any of these dudes, you friendly folks, have some intel on that. Okay, here we go. This one's not all that bad. So you're saying there's a chance. This one doesn't look bent, so maybe my last 4 aren't. Got my fingers crossed. All right, got a yellow bar action. Slight yellow bar down here. Okay, R2 and 3. Do we have another good one? Up the bottom corner's kind of got some issues. This one's looking very nice, I have to say. Are we gonna put another one in the good stack? I like it. Yeah, I'll put it over here for right now. Okay, that's off center, and that's a sticker. 3 packs left. Now I'm just hoping for not bent packs, which, okay, maybe we made it out of the woods. Maybe we made it out of the old bent woods. All right, okay, got a little bit of a corner deal going on here. Cool card. Makeup for the Bantha. Chewie getting touched up. Cockpit. Oh, you see what I mean? It's not that far off the, this is just clearly the edge of the sheet when they cut it or something, but this is the other side. Okay, do we have a nice one here? Nope. Look at that corner. It's got a little bit of something. 2 packs left. We will pause. We will pause for me to go through and kind of select out the ones that I think I will want. Here's 277 again, and it's not bent in that way, so that's okay, but it is off center. Instructing the Star Destroyer off center. Okay, this is centered nicely. What do we got here? What do we have here? That looks nice. Me likey. Okay, got a yellow bar. Aboard the Millennium Falcon. A friendly chat among alien friends. Looks pretty good. But I think I might have a couple of those in my kind of good quality stack. So we're at an hour and basically 6 minutes. I'm on my last pack. I was a little bit longer than normal, but I still have to do the summary. So let's see. What do we got for the last one? We have got, let's get rid of this sticker, by the way. Chewy. Never had any upside down packs. I do have quite a few. Okay, look, that is a much better print job on this guy, I have to say. It's off center, but it's got a little bit of a deal here. But it looks like there's a chance that you could get a decent one. The back is looking okay. If I'm gonna send one, I might send that guy just to maybe get an 8 or a 9 to get it slabbed. There's another C3PO looking solid. Okay, last couple cards. I've got a yellow in the back. Let's get rid of that. And the last one is George talking to Luke / Mark Hamill. A little bit of a corner issue. Okay, we'll stop it here, and I will come back with the summary of what we're taking. So pause it now. Okay, just to wrap it up, it is a little later the same day, and I have gone through this Series 5 box here in front of your very eyes, and I have now gone through the results. Got 45, so it's not quite as much as I would say the last Series 4 box that I was able to kind of come away with 60 really good, clean cards. This one's a little rougher. You saw a couple of those packs were rough. These are the ones, these are about 35 that I would say are, you know, I'm thinking 9 worthy, right? As I just kind of quickly thumb through them. These are the ones that I'm going to fire in, and then I would hope to really get 9s for to just pack away for, you know, future stuff. Maybe one day to try and fill in the holes and get the whole 66 for all of these series, really. I also, you've noticed I put in a couple of these stickers, and I do know that I've got some marks on the back, right? These have got these horrible, but I just want to know. You might think I'm just throwing away some money, and I very well possibly could, but it's for the good of the crowd, I guess, and just so I can put it to rest. You know, are all these stickers absolutely worthless, or do they somehow, you know, look at the front and go, wow, those are good? Because they are good. You know, this is a sample, but the back is bad, and so this will also tell you how much, you know, how much importance and, you know, do they put on the back. So that's 35, and then I have 10 kind of set aside, whether they are marquee cards or not, like this one, not marquee, but this one with Vader on here. You've got the Cantina Musicians, which has 0, I believe that's the one with 0 10s. This has like 4, you know, so these are the ones that I think have a more realistic chance. I do not expect to get 10 10s, but I'm hoping to get maybe 3. You know, I would love to get 3 out of here. I would expect to get a 9 from these guys for sure, but that is it. I just wanted to make a couple of other remarks. The protagonist, I just wanted to show you that, yeah, this baggie has the black mark on there, and that the 8 that I got on this one is not as a result of really that mark. I'm wondering what it really was that gave me the 8. But once again, it's very subjective via the grader. I will be sending this in with bulk, and I misspoke last time. It was not value, it was bulk that I'm sending these guys in on. It's $18 a piece. Let's see. And I'm hoping that I just got a note from another guy on one of my comments from a guy who runs the channel, Non-Sports Cards. He said that he has recently seen that there was a Boba Fett rookie Empire Strikes Back Series 1 that came back because I guess he saw the numbers blipped up that there's now another one out there that was recently graded. And I just 3 days ago got my, my grades back. I haven't looked, of course. Of course, I'm just now walking around, perpetually with my fingers crossed that, I only sent in 2 and one of them looks decently centered as I review them again. But anyway, it's just making me even more anxious to get those results, which should be in the next few days. And I wanted to say one thing. I was just at the recently today at my to get some supplies at my local sports card store, and I had asked, I was looking at all the, of course, the current stuff, Prism basketball and all the new things that I've been privy to get in the years past, but now I'm kind of obviously hot and heavy on Star Wars. And I had asked a couple weeks ago, do you have any Star Wars vintage stuff, or do you know anybody? I used to have a couple of boxes back in the day, I'll have to look them up for you. And then I called, I'll spare you the details, but I called again and he said, I brought them in, and he had 2 boxes of X'd out Return of the Jedi Series 1. I'm gonna move these gently out of the way here just to kind of zoom this back out. But so, once again, they are not BBCE, but I am pretty positive that he didn't certainly go in there and doctor them up. But man, these are beautiful looking things, and you can bet your sweet bippy I'm gonna crack into one of these. I never got to crack into a Series 1 on the channel, so I will definitely do that and hunt for my own redo of one of these. And so anyway, I'm looking forward to that. So got that coming. I have some results for Series 2, 50-something cards, Series 2 Star Wars. I've got some more Series 3, like 35 coming back from PSA. I've got of course, the Empire Strikes Back Series 1 coming in the next few days. I sent off 25 Sapphire, so clearly have some bills to pay in that regards, but also some results coming. And then I'm going to fire off, of course, this, I just sent off the Series 4 earlier this week, and I'll be putting together this package of Series 5. Anyway, so some videos to come. Definitely click and subscribe, and we should have some fun videos to come. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we'll talk to you later.